Hey, what's up, besties? Before we get started with the video, I wanted to show you guys Mount Dog, and they sent me some lighting, and I thought it was like super duper cool that they wanted to send me some lighting. I am really big on the whole lighting process and all of that. So let me just show you guys what they sent me. They sent me this really cool light, and it comes with a remote. So let's move ourselves on over. Here we go. Here is my light here. Can you guys see that? Or you can't see that. There we go. Here's the light here, and it is just one of these LED bulb lights. Now, it's really big inside of there. I have two right here, so this is why I was doing this, so you guys could see the lighting. This has 4 bulbs. This only has 1 LED bulb in there. And then the cool thing is that this one comes with a remote, so I'm able to change it from warm to white to cold. So depending on what you're looking for, you can get those different lightings. Now, I use my lighting because I like several different lights. I am really big on making sure I'm bright and airy, and I love it. So I wanted to tell you guys about this because I think it's super cool that I can use this for my lighting as I'm around. I can change things up and make it look how I want it to look to be cool. So if you guys are needing new lighting, make sure you go click down below so that you can get into it and get you one of these light boxes. They got light boxes, ring lights. They got some of everything on there. So I will have the link down below. Make sure you use it. Tell them I sent you. Tell them that you love it. Okay. Get it off of Amazon. It ships. Did I tell you it ships off Amazon? Yeah, baby. You're going to get it real quick. Real quick.
You're special and she reckless. Baby, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend it.
Hey, what's up, besties? Welcome back to another video. I'm Elaine Michelle, and if this is your very first time seeing the video, hey, new besties, make sure that you click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss any more of my videos. Today's video, we're going to be getting into 5 things I wish I would have known before I started my side business, just giving you some tips and things like that. But it's really cool because we're going to be doing a giveaway at the end. I also am doing this in collaboration with At Home with Keita as well as Shea Budgets. You guys know when we get together, it's a thing, and we're going to be giving away $500. But the only way you can win is by waiting all the way to the end of the video to get the tea on how you can apply for this small business giveaway. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing that I wish I would have known or done better would be just to do more research. Now, I started a business in regards to doing stickers and selling planner accessories and things like that, but I really wish I would have taken a little bit more time. My story was mostly because I needed stickers that worked for me, so I just started making them, and then people were like, why don't you sell them? I'm like, sure, I'll sell them. And so I kind of went down a road of getting some paper. Then I got some envelopes. Like, I just did things just because I was doing it. I really wish I would have sat down and like really taken my time to really study the industry, really learn how my machine works, how the system works and things like that, so that I really could have benefited from it in the beginning, because there were my stickers in the beginning. Oh my gosh, I wish I could have showed you. And shout out to all of y'all who supported Elaine Michelle Studio in the beginning, because you guys are the original OGs. Like, y'all really support me and I appreciate it. But I know that the quality back then was not the same as the quality now. So that's why I can like really walk through and be like, thank you guys. Like, y'all loves your girl. Okay. So I would really tell you to make sure that you do your research. Pay attention to the niche or whatever you're trying to get into, the industry that you're trying to get into. Maybe it's not into stickers or whatever it is. You really need to take time and research pros, cons, the industry, what they're doing in it, what's trending right now, so you can come out and get the bag instantly. Any business that you're going to start, you're going to have to put in some work and put in some finances into it. Whether it's in time, putting finances into it, like a lot of money, you're gonna have to put something into it. So you just need to be prepared for what that looks like before you just go ahead and jump into it. A lot of times this piece of it is what's missing when people aren't able to keep their business going. So that is what my tip would be. If I knew, if I would have knew what I knew now, I would change. The second thing is branding. I already kind of established myself as Elaine Michelle or E Michelle. And so I already kind of had some branding going on. But what I didn't do was fully brand myself throughout the entire scheme of things. So with my shop, one thing was Elaine Michelle Studio. The other one was just E Michelle. I was all over the place, kind kind of with my colors and everything. And I didn't take the time to kind of make it what I wanted it to be. Again, when you're starting stuff on just kind of a whim, you're just doing what what you can do, and you're like, this works, and you just go for it. And people are like, okay, that's cool. And then you start seeing you want more. So go ahead with your branding. Look into what it is that you are selling and what is already in the industry and how you can turn that and make it your own. You don't have to recreate the wheel with your branding. You need to have a logo already created. You need to make sure that your color schemes are in line, something that you can actually produce and it looks good on paper. A lot of times what we do is we'll create stuff on the computer and it looks amazing, but by the time you get it onto paper and you start printing it out, the colors are lighter, they're not as deep, they're not as bold, and you're like, oh, what did I do? And it's too late now because you've already sent it to print. So I would highly, highly, highly suggest getting a color scheme that works, practicing on printing, get some prints done, test prints and things like that before you go just right on in with it. And a part of that with the branding is making sure that you are doing your work with social media, because I know that is another big key component into making sure that your branding sticks out. Wherever they see you and they see your logo and they see your colors, they know it's you. They instantly know it's you. If you see the pink at the top with the heart, I feel like you'll know that's Elaine Michelle, right? That's the thing. That's how I got started. But you want to give them something that they instantly can recognize with their eyes. That's a part of the branding, aka the marketing package. And you can definitely get into that. I'll have some tips and things like that. I'll try to do a blog, maybe. Y'all know I got lots of things going on. But I'll try to do a blog of some sort to kind of go into details on branding. But if you have any questions, there are tons of videos on YouTube to get started. You can go to Canva. They have kits on Canva. They also have some on Etsy. So you don't have to do a whole lot of the work. Or you can go on Fiverr, which I have a code down below you guys can use for Fiverr to get someone to help you with your logo, your scheme, all of that stuff. If that's not your area of expertise, don't be afraid to reach out to someone else and ask for help. All right, so let me get to the next one. My phone went off. All right, so the third thing is to take your time. So I wish that I would have known, like, I didn't have to rush into things. Like, I could really just take my time, release as I needed to go. I thought I had to have all of these stickers in my shop. I thought I had to have all these items in my shop. And turns out it's actually a lot better when you're rolling them out. As you can see from I'll just use my favorite, which is Notique. Notique comes out with something almost like every month or every other month. She's giving us something new, and then you still have the older things there, but you're getting like that new feel. So what I realized is that if I take my time and really plan things out, then I can do the releases like I'm supposed to. Because I'm the only one designing, it makes it kind of hard to, I put deadlines on myself, but it's me, so if I don't do it, there's no slap on the wrist. But if I had somebody else, it would be like deadline. So if you hire somebody, make sure, they're on your time frame. But if it's just you by yourself, just set some goals in line for you to be able to release and start off with some that actually makes sense. Like, right now, it's during a busier season of my life, so it doesn't make sense for me to say, oh, I'm about to release a new thing every week, right? That doesn't make sense. But maybe I can make a goal to release something new every month. And then maybe that's not your goal. Maybe you need to release something new every quarter, depending on what you're selling. So really take a look at what the market needs, what you need, and how that can fit into how you take your time to make things right. Taking your time does not mean waiting forever, that you're putting it on pause. It literally means you're grooming it to make sure it's where you want it to be. So I hope I don't mean don't take that as take your time, don't do it. I want you to go ahead and get started on it, but I also want to make sure that you take your time with it and massage it, and how you marinate stuff, let it marinate so that you can get where you want to get and have what you need to have. All right, so the fourth thing is learning about business finances. Now, I've always been kind of, business savvy. I've been in corporate America for quite some time now, so I definitely knew how budgets worked for businesses, but it's a lot different when you're putting it on yourself. So some things you want to sit down and think about is your COGS. Now, this is a word that we use in the supply chain world, which is the cost of goods sold, right? So you want to look at how much it costs to actually make one of whatever. If for me, I'm selling stickers, so I go by that. But if you're doing lip gloss, if you're doing lashes, how much does it cost to make one package of whatever it is you're selling? Then you're going to look at, that's your packaging. That is your, so packaging is like your inside packaging. Then you have your outside packaging, what you're actually shipping it in, your mailers. And then you also need to account for any supplies that it takes. Take time to look at that, because what'll happen is you'll put yourself at a deficit because you're trying to keep up with the market. Your stuff at this point may be more expensive, right? It's going to be a little bit more expensive if you're not buying in bulk of whatever it is you're buying. And until you really get in and know how to or where to purchase from to get the best deals, you might be on the higher end, and that's okay. Sometimes that happens. So with that, you just want to make sure you outline that so that you're making at least above, you want to make at least, I say 50% above what you spent, right? So if that's not happening, figure out what you need to do to make sure that's right. So that's all a part of the finances. I would definitely sit down and write all of this stuff down. I wish I would have did this in the beginning, because like I said, I just kind of jumped right in and did whatever. I had paper here. Like I was like, oh, I like this paper. Oh, okay, I buy this paper for myself. And I really hadn't looked into what I really needed to service my customers and actually make the money. So you want to set your prices correctly so that you can make the money that you need to make and keep your finances in order. The other part of that is your taxes, and you guys know you got to pay your taxes, okay? So you want to make sure you set yourself up for success by putting a spreadsheet together. Luckily, the system that I use, Etsy and my Wix shop, I'm able to pull all of my data, and I can go month by month and see what I brought in, how much was paid in taxes, and whatever it is I need to see, I pull all of that. I can use QuickBooks as well. So utilize some of those services that are available to you for your finances. Don't think that you have to do it all by yourself. There are a lot of services out there. Pay that $9.99 so that you don't have to worry about paying that $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 back to Uncle. Is he still Uncle Sam? What are we calling him? So you don't have to pay it back to the IRS, okay? Because that's the last thing you want to do. You want to keep your things afloat so that you're not having to pay so much money back into it. Especially for my entrepreneurs, my solopreneurs, those who are really like getting into this. This is where you are really going to have to get the biggest bang for your buck in regards to not having to pay so much taxes back. So I would highly suggest you taking a look at, what is her name? Dr. Lynn Richardson. I'm sorry, why did that just slip my mind? Taking a look at Dr. Lynn Richardson's, check out her channel and her university. She's giving you all that type of information so that you're able to get started with your business and not have to, you know, go into debt with it and go into debt at the end of the year paying your tax. All right. And the last thing I wanted to share is that it's okay. It's okay. Take a breath, breathe. It is okay not to be exactly where you feel like you are when you start your business. Now, I say that because a lot of times we compare ourselves to other people. Well, those people may have been in business or have access to resources that you don't have. I always look at Shay because me and Shay, we started she kind of started after me, but I went on like our budget journeys and stuff like that. We were like on the same thing. And one of the things that she did, which I admired wholeheartedly, she took her time, she did the research, she looked at the market, and she stuck in her lane. She was like, I'm going to do budget stickers and that's it. Y'all ain't seen Shay bring y'all nothing else. And what that did was she had her following on YouTube, and then she had her business like kind of coincide with what she was already doing. And that's okay. Everybody won't have that model, right? And that's what I was getting at. So like my model looked totally different. I had planner people, I had makeup people that was on here like, this is want to start some stickers. Okay. So I went with selling the stickers that I wanted to have out there. And so it's okay to look at other people and be like, oh, I like how they're doing it. And I like how they're doing it. Okay, but I'm gonna do it like this for me, or what works for you, whatever it is. But it's okay just to be in your lane and to do what you have to do for you. Your business is your business, and it's gonna grow the way it needs to grow in due time. So don't get discouraged if your business isn't growing instantly. You're just one click away from being that next big thing. So always keep that in mind. Consistently be growing. You know, I think the person that comes out with everything super packaged correctly, that's awesome and great. But one of the things that makes it hard for that person is that it's hard for people to see the growth in that particular area because they're like, okay, well, this is who they are. But when you can watch a company grow and grow and grow, especially a small business, I love to see it. I love that for you. And I want you to know that it's okay to grow at your own pace. And don't compare yourself to anyone else in the industry. All right, you guys, those are things that I wish I would have known before I got started. So with that, I'm going to tell you how you can get into the giveaway. Now, the first thing you need to do is make sure you're following all three of us. Okay, that's me, Keita, and Shay. Making sure you're following all of us on Instagram and here on YouTube. Down below in the comment section, I want you to tell me what business you're thinking about starting and what's been your biggest holdback. Okay, there's going to be a Gleam link so you can enter all this stuff in and make sure you do all the process. You have to make sure you watch all 3 videos to enter. Okay, and they're going to ask you all those questions and making sure that you enter, and you will be entered in to win $500. The giveaway is going to last through the month of December, and we want to start you up at the beginning of the year to get you ready to go. All right, so make sure you follow those rules, because we are going to be going heavy. When we giving our monies away, we're going to go heavy on it. Now, as a bonus, I'm also going to be offering a 1-hour business session with myself. Now, I'm not no business guru or whatnot, but as you guys know, the industry that I work in, I'm in supply chain, so I have a lot of knowledge that I can help you with as far as like building the business up, as well as having knowledge on how to market and brand and all that stuff. So you will get a 1-hour session, whoever the winner is, with me, to be able to talk business and what you want to do, brainstorm. I'll be your girl. Okay, I'll be your business coach for an hour. That's what we're doing. I'll be your business coach for an hour. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you've already started a business. What are some things you wish you would have known, as well as entering in for the giveaway on Gleam. It'll be all below. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, hit the buttons, all of that. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Mwah. KK, bye.